BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New England Lions offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play for the 40. Card in the backfield, it's Reynolds. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He's got it. There we go. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and
inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So BYU's offense will have its first possession of the game.
There's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the champ.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game. They're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Big tight end tries to make a catch. You can tell extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. there. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll go to the toss. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up foot, and go get positive yards.
Toss sweep right. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
To the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got it set up on the outside. And to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Cougars are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And I got to know, when I get in this situation down here at the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not stop.
Touchdown, BYU! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why is tight end so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 7 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune. Turning it over! Coming up and attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of the 26 for the first down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the midside. They rip up Wade Goodwin and they get it down to the 27. The Nittany Lions have it with a first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Got a man, it's Reynolds. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback keeps it. Powers through the defender. Got enough space. He'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I'll tell you what, I'm not putting it together unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out on the top. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown. No chance on this drive to even the score. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. That, friends, is a beast of play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. They're going to score more points in the second half. They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. If it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fakes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Makes the grab, it's Reynolds. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sets up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They kick it away on fourth down. They're able to put a stop to that return right on the 30-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Finds his tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Back open in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. BYU lines up quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open. He can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And a great play design here in this type of situation, obviously trailing and trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
Bringing the heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop for a 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. On the ground, it's Murray. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are, we're going to keep doing what we do, we're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Fires to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yards.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking damage. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tough.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And I think the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lane.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a quarterback.
And you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field at the
23.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Got a little space. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It'll be hauled down just inside the 29 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Nelson. He's got it, and he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at 2. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, you should break. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Touchdown, Cougars! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
David, 30 inches right there. That's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get down.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. We've reached the break. BYU is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he ran. Defense don't take it in.
This is a special talent at the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and break. He's a guy who can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To throw, it's Nelson. Got his man on the line. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop. And he's having a day.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a shorter route.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the option. Finding an escape route. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. And this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards, and then get the 3rd down. We can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds his man. It's Denmark. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's 4th down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 30.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
BYU will try to finish this thing and run out the clock. Here's a heat. Yeah, go to the middle. It's Phillips. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down. That's away. Down the line. Back to pass. It's Nelson. Fires into the end zone. Pass is up and incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Relentless tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room for just a look.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game in.
Flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
33, Penn State, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, Dave?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. All down the field is enough to move the chains. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Spider!
Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 4th down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some